How's it going, everybody? I'm Newbie Dave and welcome back to my Let's Play Minecraft series. Today we are going to be finishing up our brand new gold farm that we started last time. So last time we just got the portals built and we set up the redstone mechanism, which you can't actually see from down here. It's over there on the side, to trigger the portals on and off. But all that's going to do is spawn a ton of zombie piglins that are just going to drop down here, and most of them will not die. So we need to actually build the kill chamber and item collection system today. Eventually, I'm going to put in an auto sorter because you get like 4 or 5 different things from this sort of farm. You get gold nuggets, gold ingots, rotten flesh, swords. What am I missing? I feel like there's a 4th thing. Anyways, you get a bunch of different stuff, and it's all going to go into, right now, it's all just going to go into a bunch of chests, because the item sorting system, that's going to be a whole episode all on its own. That's a lot of work. So today we're just going to put in the kill chamber, and then we will put in something to collect all the items that get dropped so that they don't just sit in the farm. So right now I'm trying to align myself with the bottom of this corner of the hole up there. So this is going to be that corner. So basically these 4 blocks are where the mobs are going to drop down into. So I'm actually going to replace all of these with some obsidian. And this is going to help in 2 ways. One, it's much harder to break. And so if I accidentally hit this with my efficiency 4 pickaxe after this farm is built for some reason, then they're not just going to insta break. But also we need to get down under and do some stuff under this spot. And having that marked out with a different block type is just going to help us to see it from below. The other thing that we're going to need is we're going to need a hopper minecart and a lot of hoppers. So fortunately, I've done some time AFK at my iron farm, so I've got a good amount of iron over here. I already had a lot of iron to begin with. I had like 64 iron blocks, but just want to make sure I had enough for today's episode. So let me see, for the hopper minecart, we're going to need a hopper and a minecart, which we can then turn into a hopper minecart. How about that? And then we're also going to need 4 more hoppers. And we're going to need more hoppers and chests later, but for now I'm just going to start with these. And then we need to get down under this. Let me get some more smooth stone and my water bucket. We'll do our little water bucket trick. And let me see. Actually, let me get some dirt. Which means I'm going to need my shovel. And let's come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that going to be enough? Let's go 6. 6 will definitely be enough. I'd rather be a little bit too low, because we can always, it's a lot easier to build up than it is down, as this is kind of demonstrating. And then let's put a block here, and then we can put some scaffolding on that to more easily get up and down for now. Eventually, like I said last time, I'm going to build a path that leads from the iron farm out here out of blackstone and calcite, and I'll probably end up putting in some stairs. But for now, let's just use some of this scaffolding. And I think we're not quite done up here. I don't want to break all this scaffolding down yet, but I think we can take one off the top. By the way, I did come up here, and what I had to do on this side to sort of contain the water, I ended up doing it on the other side as well, just so it's nice and symmetrical. I like things to be symmetrical. And also put in some more torches. And one of the things that we need to do today is move this lever down to our kill chamber down there, and then basically build something that will carry the redstone signal up here to turn this thing on and off. So we can do that from down there. So that's why we're not quite done up here yet, but hopefully by the end of the episode we will be. There we go. So yeah, we may have to do a little bit of jumping to to reach that at first, but I think this will give us plenty of room to work down here, and then we can expand this some more in the future once we get an item sorting system in place. So let me go a little bit more. Whoa, that was close. A little bit more in this direction. All right. Now. Let's come. Nope, I've already got my hoppers and our hopper minecart. Just gonna throw a torch down here to prevent spawns for now. So we need to place that, and then I'm going to do temporary block right there, and then I'm going to put a hopper facing it like that. Then we'll do temporary block there with a hopper facing it like that. And basically we're going to do this on all four sides. There, so we've got four hoppers that are each pointing in a different direction. This was another one of Prowl's videos. It wasn't the same video as his iron farm, but he made a collection system for his iron farm. And that was one of the problems that I had with my original gold farm from season 2, was the collection system just couldn't keep up with the rates. And this one works much, much better. And it's really not that complicated. So what we're going to do, we're going to make 3 fences. Doesn't matter what these are made out of. And we're also going to need a rail. Should be able to make a rail. Yeah, right there. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to need some power rails. I don't want to make 16 rails. I've got rails over at my base. Let me go grab some of those. Let's see. Powered rails, we're going to need 4 of these. And I'll just grab one of these regular rails. All right, so we need to get up here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do fence, fence, fence. And then we'll do rail and put the minecart on the rail. And then we need to come down. I think you need to be below this for it to work. We need to target the rail and just break that. Now we need to push the minecart over so it's just right in the middle. And actually this, I think this might be easier to do if it doesn't have a block above it. Just really push that into the middle of the hoppers. So what this is going to do is the hopper minecart, because it's in the middle of this whole thing, it's going to be able to pull all the items from above. And the 4 hoppers below that will be able to pull the items out of the minecart all at the same time. And so it basically quadruples the rate at which items can be pulled out of the hopper minecart, which is really, really good, because that was the bottleneck in my old gold farm, was getting stuff out of the hopper minecart that was below it. All right, so let's grab some chests. And I also need some stairs. Oh, I don't think you can't make smooth stone stairs for some reason. That's weird. We'll just do slabs. We'll do slabs. It's weird that you can do smooth stone slabs, but not stairs. All right, so what I'm gonna do is right here, we're going to do double chest, and then we'll do double chest, and we'll do this on all 4 sides for the hoppers to flow into. Why can't I put a double chest there? That's weird. Let's try actually getting up at eye level. There we go. Not sure why I couldn't do that before, but we need to get up here anyways. So we're going to put some slabs above all these, and the slabs are going to allow us to open the double chests, but also keep us or anything else from accidentally bumping the minecart. If you wanted to, you could do this a little bit differently. Like you could have some hoppers that come out, like basically move the chest out away from the central area. I'm not going to really worry about that because this whole thing right now, the hoppers they're the real deal. They're going to stay. The chest coming out of it and what else we're going to do down here is all temporary until we can get a sorting system put in. We just need something to collect everything. So let's make a few more hoppers. We'll do 8. Whoa, that's close. And then under each of these, let's do a double chest here and another one here. Then we'll do a hopper going into that one and hopper going into that one. And then we'll just repeat this pattern on all 4 sides. And again, I'm gonna keep saying this. This is all super duper temporary. This is just so we can collect a bunch of stuff without the whole thing backing up until we've got an item sorter put in. So you can put as many chests in here as you want. I kind of like this design because really we could just get in the middle here and just open everything, which is going to help us to clean this thing out. All right, now coming back up top, let's go ahead and surround this. I'm going to extend this platform a little bit on every side. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the kill chamber first, and then we'll do the glass to keep this thing closed. So for this, we are going to need... Oh, I didn't bring the pistons. I could have sworn that I made the pistons. Do I have the stuff? I don't think I do. I think you need cobblestone for that. And I don't have any cobblestone on me. Arga. Oh, wait. I can make 1, maybe 2. All right. I was wondering if it would be faster to just mine some cobblestone than go back to my base, but I don't think so. I think what happened was before the episode, I had made some sticky pistons and then realized I don't need sticky pistons. I need regular pistons. And so I put the sticky pistons away and then never bothered to actually make the regular pistons. This is the real reason that my episodes now are so long. It's because I have to keep going back to my base to make stuff. I'm going to double check because I could have sworn that I made these. It's so weird. All right, what's the last thing? Is it redstone? It's redstone, which all my redstone's over at the job site. I'm not keeping my rockets on my hotbar because I don't want to accidentally fire one like I did the other day. So that's why I keep putting one rocket on my hotbar to use it. I keep the rest of my inventory. I need to be careful because this is all the redstone I have, which isn't a whole lot. It'll be enough for this build, but it's not a ton. All right, let's put the rest of this stuff away. And then we'll get a lever and a trident. So this is going to be your classic trident killer. The swirly kind, I think, is how I heard Silent Whisper describe it. Basically, we've got 4 pistons that's just going to go push a trident round and round and round. There are trident killers that work a little bit faster than this, which I looked into because that was the other bottleneck that I had with my last gold farm, was it took too long to kill the mobs, and so I had to sit here and just spam with my sword to kill everything fast enough. But since these are now taking fall damage and they're almost dead by the time they land, then we don't need to worry about that anymore, and this should be fast enough to keep up. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to put a block in the corner. This is a little bit different than how I have previously built this. I'll explain why I'm doing it a little bit different. But we're going to do the observer down 1 block. It's not going to be at the same level as the piston. So same thing here. We'll kind of back up, place the observer facing that block. We'll do one here facing that block, and an observer here facing that block. Now in each of the corners, we're going to put a powered rail. And these need to be powered rails. I tried to just do a redstone torch. With the other design, I would put a redstone torch on the side of the piston that the observer would face, and then when the piston would fire, it would make the redstone torch flash, which would carry the signal around. It doesn't work this way. So we need to do the powered rails, and so the signal from the piston will transfer through the block into the powered rail and make the powered rail flash. You can already see that it's carrying the signal around as we go. This last one, I'm going to put the lever down first and go ahead and flick that on. And so that's going to power this rail on, which will keep the thing from constantly going, because the signal that it gets from here isn't going to make the power rail flicker. If we turn this off, now it's just going to go forever. But by forcing that on, then it stops the signal. All right, let me head down there and pick up all the blocks that dropped. You know, these are smooth stone. I've got plenty of smooth stone. You don't need to be stingy with that. Okay, and then we'll cover up the corners like this. And I guess we can go ahead and cover up the observers as well. Are you kidding me? I do have more smooth stone, it's just not here. Yeah. That's 1 smooth stone short. Okay, so the reason I did it this way was so we can put a slab here, which will create this opening that is just going to make it easier for the XP orbs to get out to us. That was one of the things that I kind of liked about Prowler's modification on this kill chamber from what I had seen before. And then we'll just go ahead and do glass all the way up on each side to make sure that all the piglins drop down and not fall out. I can do several of these at the same time. We got to scooch out here so we can have the headroom to fill that in. Oh, okay. All right, let's sleep. And we'll come do the other two sides. I think I've got one more stack of glass over here. Oh, I need to throw my trident. Let me build this up just a little bit more on each side first. And if you wanted to, you could keep one of these sides open. In fact, I think I will. I'm going to... Let's make a trap door. I would love spruce. I thought I had some spruce planks already. I guess not. Let's do it here. So it could be useful to put in a trap door instead of glass on one of these, just so that if you ever need to get back in here and rethrow the trident, if you accidentally pick it up somehow, you can just do that to get in there. Yes, it is open on one side. I'm probably going to come back at some point and put stuff in the corners, probably just more smooth stone. But since I don't have any more smooth stone on me and I didn't really plan ahead for this, then I'm just going to leave those open for now. I talked about coming back and replacing all this smooth stone with like black stone or stone bricks or something that I like a lot better. But in between episodes, as I was looking at this, I realized I actually really like the smooth stone with this build. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's floating in the sky and because it's like giant portals above it. Just something about the smooth stone I think actually looks really cool. Kind of take a step back. I mean, am I crazy? I like it. I like it. Maybe it's just because it is such a boxy build that the smooth stone just kind of goes really well with that. All right, so last thing that we need to do is build a trigger mechanism down here to actually trigger the device up there. Which I want to do with smooth stone. I'm out of smooth stone. Okay. Looks like I got to go get more smooth stone. I'll do this the quick way since you guys are watching. I actually cooked up a lot more smooth stone between episodes because I knew I was going to need some more. I just didn't bring it all. Just going to bring a ton of smooth stone. By the way, creepers stink. As you may see that there is some dirt in the middle of the grass over here. Yeah, creepers, they stink. That looks so cool. I love the way that gold farm looks right behind the iron farm. That was a good spot for this. Yes, I am kind of patting myself on the back here. Oh no! Oh no! Why do we have iron golems spawning out here? You're not supposed to spawn out here. I thought I blocked all this off. Ugh. I'm going to have to take care of that later. I'm not going to take care of it right now. That's frustrating. Okay, so let's get some redstone and some redstone torches and another lever. And actually, let's get some glass. I think I might need some glass on the end at the end of this thing. All right, so the switch for this I'm going to put right here. Do I want it there or do I want it a little bit closer? Actually. Let's do it right here. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on. And what I'm going to do, rather than building like a line of redstone that just goes right out to under that thing and then just having a column of redstone torches, the redstone torches, it's not a huge deal, but they take time for each one to turn the one above it on or off. And so there's a not small delay between flipping this lever on and off and it actually triggering the mechanism up top on and off. So I'm going to try to use as much redstone as possible, snaking my way up there to get to it. All right, I was counting in my head and then I forgot why. So the signal is, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And so this was 15, which I think, yeah, that one is lit up. So I believe, can we put a torch here? Yeah. So that will power this torch. Oh wait, it should be powering it off. Let's do, because I want to turn here. So there we go. So we want this signal to turn this torch off. And then we will carry a new signal out going this way. Let me just double check. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to use torches instead of repeaters for this because as far as I know, there's no difference in the delay for a repeater or a torch to turn on or off. And so, yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to go up with glass. So let's actually put another redstone torch right here. And then we're going to do glass there. Is this going to work? Yeah, it'll be fine. There we go. We need some temporary blocks. I'll just use dirt for this. That's right. I forgot that I can place blocks on the redstone like this, so I don't actually need temporary blocks. So this is why we're using glass, is because you can actually have the redstone go through the corners of glass like this, but other solid blocks like dirt or smooth stone, you can't do that. And we want to get this signal up to that piston. Temporary block. All right, I think that will do it. So I'm going to leave these here just in case we need to get back up here, in case this doesn't work. But I think this will work. All right, let's try this out. Yes, it's working. So I can see the portals up there flashing, and then these guys fall down, and then we kill them. And all of their stuff is going to get picked up and put into the chests. So let me turn this off. Let me go back up there and just clean up the top of this, because I think we're done up here now. Oops, some of these blocks are supposed to be here because this is actually the wall. Yeah, these three. By the way, I was playing around with this build in a creative world, testing it out, testing the redstone mechanics and the placement of the kill chamber and everything. And while I was running it in my creative world, an illager spawned up here. And not just any illager, a banner carrying illager. So he fell down the kill chamber, got clobbered by my trident, and I got the bad omen effect. Yeah, so that's a thing. Something I'm going to have to watch out for. All right, let's sleep, and then we'll actually turn this thing on and try it for real. For realsy. Let's get all of our scaffolding back. Oh, I wish it didn't break like that. Pretty sure some of it fell in the water. All right, so we'll turn that off. We'll turn that on. And let's just kind of take a step back and watch this thing work. It's so beautiful. Look at the spawn rate of this thing. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's awesome. And look at the kill chamber. Just make mincemeat of these guys. It's beautiful. Somebody pointed out that the reason why some of them died on impact in the previous episode was because they were spawning out of the portal directly above the kill chamber. And so they were falling from a few blocks higher. That's fine. I'm not going to rebuild this thing because of that. That's a problem. Whoa, okay. Yep, that is absolutely a problem. We'll have to fix that. So maybe that trapdoor there isn't the best placement. I think I need to turn it around. But yeah, this thing is working. This thing is working. So in the meantime, we're going to have to just manually sort things out after letting it run for a while. We'll take all the gold nuggets, turn them into gold ingots. We'll take all the gold ingots, turn them into gold blocks. I think that zombie chased me all the way over here. Maybe it's nice to have an iron golem hanging out there. And then the swords, we'll either just manually smelt them up or dispose of them. So let's turn this off because I need to fix that trapdoor. Oh, the XP. The beautiful XP. I think I actually like this better as an XP farm than the furnace exploit that we used to use. Because even though I love my kelp XP farm, It was something that you had to manually use. You had to manually go break the kelp and put it in, not put it in the furnace, but you had to go use it. And then to get XP out of it, you had to use it and, open it, take some kelp out, close it, open it, take some kelp out. It was a very manual process. This thing, you just turn it on, go AFK, go get a sandwich, grab a bite to eat, come back, and you've got like 60 new levels. It's awesome. And you don't have to let it like build up or anything first. Let's go check our storage. Yes. So good. So good. So let me turn this on one more time, because just one other thing that I want to observe before we call this done is I want to make sure that the items that get dropped don't back up on the surface here. As long as we don't see any swords or gold nuggets or ingots or anything sitting on the ground, then we know that the hoppers are keeping up with the drop rate. And so far it looks good. All I see are a bunch of XP orbs and that one little trident. That trident is the real MVP here. Of course, if I equip my looting 3 sword, then we'll get even more drops. Let's go and do that, since the whole point of this exercise is to test the drop rates. So the drop rates with the looting 3 sword, it should be able to keep up with this. It's looking good. Looking good. Yeah, it looks like every now and then they'll kind of get stuck in the water up there, but while this is running, that's not a problem. Other zombie piglins will push them down. I think we're good. Let's turn this off. Let the kill chamber run for a little bit longer to keep up with the leftovers. So many leftovers. That one guy, he was holding out for dear life, but it did him no good. All right. Yes. So that is absolutely 100% able to keep up with the drop rates from this thing. That is fantastic. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I may, for now, just go ahead and put in like 4 or 5, probably not 5, probably 4 blast furnaces. And then I'll just occasionally come down here and manually move the swords into like a chest above the blast furnaces to get them smelted. Because that's like half the gold from this farm comes from the swords. I don't know why people throw them away. You get so much gold from the swords. So I'll probably just do that very manually for now. And then either next episode or the one after that, we will start putting in an item sorter. And it's gonna have to be 4 item sorters, you guys. We've got 4 different hoppers coming out of this thing, and it's not going to do us any good if we split the loot 4 ways and then funnel it all back into one item sorter. That's going to become the one bottleneck again. So we're going to have 4 item sorters, one coming off each branch. But that's fine, because this thing is going to give us so much loot. We need all the extra storage and sorting going on. It's a good problem to have. So I'm just throwing these down just to have something to start with, but I'll probably do a little touch up on this between episodes. I'll put in a path, a real path that leads over here from the iron farm. And then I'll keep taking a look at the top of the iron farm over here. I'm not sure why I'm still getting iron golems. I would have thought that this would be enough, because it's the same amount of space as inside the farm. And golems aren't spawning in here. I thought they needed 4 blocks of vertical room to spawn. But maybe he's spawning out here. Like maybe these stairs are the problem. So I don't know. I'll keep playing with it. I'll figure out something to keep the golems from spawning outside the farm. So for once, we actually finished up a little early. Yeah. Yeah. Let me go and turn this off. This will make a nice backdrop for my outro. Yeah. Let's Looking good. So that's going to wrap things up for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you're looking forward to the item sorter, because I'm looking forward to getting that in and not having to manually go through all those chests. So that will be coming up. If not next time, then probably 1 or 2 episodes after that. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And while you're down there, feel free to subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.